Hello and welcome to Four Pines Park here in the lovely northern beaches of Sydney. Tonight it's the Manly Seagulls taking on the Gold Coast Titans for this Tuesday night clash. I'm your Commissioner Will Kay, joined by John Boy Mayava in the booth and Josh Pretlove on the sideline. John Boy, welcome back to the booth. Well, welcome for the first time actually to the booth. How are we feeling? Are we excited? And are you ready to go in this one?
I am absolutely fizzing, Will. Look, Manly's been on a roll. They're a great team. I've been looking forward to being able to commentate again for a while. Look, I think the Sea Eagles are going to be fit and firing after a pretty hard-fought win over the Cowboys last week. Looking forward to KCK and Dom Young in action.
And of course, Pretlove on the sideline tonight. How's the crowd down there? How are they feeling? Are there many Titans fans around? What's the general atmosphere like?
Look, atmosphere around here is electric. It feels like it's a finals game with how the crowd's treating this one. And surprisingly, there's actually quite a few Titans fans down here. They've made the trek from the Gold Coast.
Yeah, well, and we're just looking at some of the form of these teams. Manly, since those trades, they have just been unstoppable. And they have at least 5 straight wins. They've won their last 5. The Titans, they've won their last 3, starting with the Storm, I believe. And they have really just pushed their way up the ladder very, very quickly here to go all the way into 5th. So tonight it's a very contested game as Carl Lewis making his way through the line. And they're brought down. And tonight it's 4th versus 5th. So the Titans, this is possibly a game to put them within this top 4. And within that kind of second chance territory with the season coming to a close. Only a few rounds left now. As Chapman Kenny on the last. He'll play the ball now. And they got options either side. KCK out for the last play. They go. Lewis puts it high. Underneath it, Liam Ryan's waiting. It may hit the crossbar here. It's going to be a tap back. KCK gets there. And the Sea Eagles, they're unstoppable and they've already started tonight.
What a try. KCK, master of the loose ball. But you have to say it's a bit sloppy at the back there from the Titans there, no, Will?
Yeah, that was not the best stuff there from Liam Ryan. He just got out-leaped. I think it was Dom Young going through the middle and getting the ball back there. And there was really not much reason for that one there. It was a bit of a strange one. And KCK, they just gave him so much space. He had to get back onside, run all the way behind the kicker, and then go forward. And the fact that he just had the speed to still get there is quite incredible. So, off to an early good start here, Manly. Their first touch of the ball ends in points. And the Titans, they'll be disappointed that they've just let this quite soft try in.
100%. I think Liam prides himself on fast starts. They got out to that against the Storm. Same deal with the Tigers. Not ideal conceding a try that soft to KCK.
No, not at all. And the Sea Eagles, they almost went down last week, so they do have a bit of a vulnerability showing in their what is usually impenetrable armor. And it's whether or not the Titans can take advantage of it tonight. And that's the big question. That's what everyone's going to be watching for, is Ollie Pache brought down that tackle. Buckley, he's been good for them this season, for the Titans, and able to wrap up Ollie Pache there. So now they go. Cruz Bontoft gets the flick back on the inside from Matty Harris. And he's brought down. Out to the right now. It's going to be Lewis. Links up with KCK. He goes to Freeburn. Freeburn steps. Tries to burn away, but he can't get away from Max Topo. As that's the 3rd tackle now. Out to the left. Short ball just to Creed Alex Chapman. Folded there. It's Hayden Davis over the top. And he is absolutely flat in there. Still knocked around. Still looking a bit woozy out there. As now it's going to be Rex Buckingham going deep. Bontoft with the kick. Over the top. And now the Titans with their first touch of the game. What can they do? Corey Goetz on the kick return. And wrapped up well. It's Damien Lockie with the tackle. And they really need to be starting their set's really strong here tonight, the Titans, because if they don't get that momentum up, the Sea Eagles are just going to kill them in the repeat set or the returning set after.
No, 100%. Well, look, when your forward pack has the likes of Pache, Harris, Beckman, Buckingham, I mean, it's a death throw, no?
Yeah, so you'd be thinking that tonight they'd be trying to go through their backs, the Titans. In particular, if I was a Titans player, I'd be passing it out to Nathan O'Donnell out on the wing. It's a bit of a mismatch out there as Mark Lee with the kick, and it's a bit of an awkward one.
That's a shocker.
That is no good at all, is it? Out on the full. And the Titans, they've just shot themselves on the foot there.
I think we talk about being clinical, we talk about finishing your sets, and then an experienced member of the team puts it out on the full. You can't be giving legs up like that to Manly and they'll make you pay.
Yeah, not Mark Lee's finest hour there. And now they're going to start. First tackle on the 30 here. Out to left it will be. Bontoft spreads it out to Lockie. Just shaping up there. Couldn't get the ball out to his winger. But there was a bit of space out on that left edge. Just now they go out to Bontoft. He draws and passes, but Buckley knows what the plan is. Mob's wrapped up by him. That's a third tackle. Going out to left again. It's going to be Bontoft. Spreads it out. It's Dom Young for the corner. Dom Young 1-on-1 now with Liam Ryan. He's got the strength. And I think he's gotten the ball down. Dom Young, too big, too strong. And they're going to send up to the bunker. But that is clear as day. Ball grounded. And he'll be happy with that one there, Dom Young.
The reporters at his presses will be relieved that they won't have any more Dom outbursts at his conferences, eh? Well taken try by Dom Young. Steps the winger, take on the fullback, pushes over.
Yeah, very well done indeed. And he has just been a player that hasn't been able to score a whole lot of tries throughout his career so far. But when he does, they're always entertaining ones. And that was a good one just down the short side there. They tried it a couple of plays earlier. And Lockie couldn't get the ball away to him. This time it was just Bontoft taking control himself. And Lewis slots that one from the sideline. Making it 12-0, only 7 minutes in here. The Titans not looking like themselves out there. They need someone to just lead from the front here and get them started in this match.
I think if you're the Titans, you look to your leaders like Rogers, like Ryan. Ryan in particular, he ran for 200-plus meters last week in the win over the Tigers. You'd hope he stands up again, especially when you look to target Manly's outside backs, who are still very strong, but are no doubt weaker than the 2 platinum forward pack they have going at the moment.
Yeah, and with Carl Lewis, where he's currently standing in his overalls and such, it's more like Manly's got 4 players that could potentially be platinum rated going into next season, so they've got to be careful with the cap here. And it's really going to be a matter of who stays and who goes. That's only the second tackle now. They go Matthew Harris, fending off one, gets an offload away to Buckingham as he's brought down. That's the third tackle. Manly. KCK out to the right. It's going to be Carl Lewis in a bit of space now. And Liam Ryan has to bring him down. Just caught lacking there, the Titans line, as they're well within the half now. They go out to the right. It's going to be Freeburn. He can't get away from Nathan O'Donnell. And that's going to have to be a player that stands up tonight for Gold Coast. Nathan O'Donnell, we know how quality he is. He just really needs to get involved, but he won't be able to do it here. They kick down to Liam Ryan through the middle. What can he do on the kick return? Not much, and at least they found his front here. But he really needs to be getting those early meters in the sets, because starting in the red zone, that's when the Titans will get desperate, and desperate times call for desperate measures, and that's not what you want to be implementing in your game against Manly.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Will. As we see them setting up for potentially a 40-20 attempt, maybe one more hit up, then you put it in the hands of your halves to try and make a play. As Mark Lee takes a good hit up, and they should be setting up now for a tactical kick.
And they're going to go to Max Topoke instead, as he just drives it forward, and fifth and last they'll kick it now. As they let the wingers set in, it's going to be McCluckey punting it downfield over the top, and it will be allowed to bounce here. Shannon Freeburn gets to it eventually. And he's only a few meters from the dead ball line as McCluckey brings him down. Freeburn able to step Topoke, but not able to get away from McCluckey. Now it's going to be Chapman Kenny. He gets away from the middle. It's Liam Ryan coming across now. Can any other defenders help him out?
Here.
1-on-1, the fullbacks, they're battling. KCK steps. No. He'll weave. Almost under the sticks. And that is just a classic Chapman Kenny try.
What a player. I mean, look. You give him an inch, he'll take a mile, and KCK is pure quality. Takes the ball on the full, sprints the length of the field. I mean, if you're the Titans, you're wondering how you've let him have that much space in the first place, surely.
My biggest question was, where was that right side winger there? Where was Corey Goetz coming up? He should have been coming up behind KCK and trying to get an ankle tap on him or something. Liam Ryan was completely isolated in that situation, and there was no help from any defense support. KCK with speed to burn there. Just making an absolute fool of the Titans defense.
Well, Liam Ryan's been done in a little bit by the outside wingers there. Goetz, he needs to make more of an effort to help catch on to the man.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard night tonight for the Titans if they just let Liam Ryan try and handle, these big game players. Ollie Pache, Matthew Harris, KCK. If he's got to do it all by himself, I'm not sure Liam Ryan's going to be able to handle all three of them. He's a very good fullback, especially defensively, but it will be an absolute mammoth task. And now they're 18 points behind the Titans, only 12 minutes in. They've just made it that much harder for them tonight.
No, 100%. I mean, we've seen it in the past as well. Having a defensive fullback's all well and good, but if he has to keep on making tackles, keep on getting the troops in order, and making that first contact, his offensive output's going to be limited for the rest of the game. I think we've seen it with Bunce last week. Just the more tackles they have to make, the less they can do on offense because they're going to be tired from their sets.
And of course, now we're just going to turn to Josh Pretlove. Pretlove, how are we feeling down there? How's the sentiment in the crowd? Have any Titan supporters walked out yet? What are they like down there?
Yeah, I mean, look, the Titans fans, they're quiet. They're in for the long haul. But those Manly fans, they've been loud ever since they got in the gate. And they got even louder when the Dom bomb happened, when Dom Young scored one of his rare tries. So yeah, this crowd's just been electric so far. We're beating the scoreboard at the moment. I'm keen to see how this progresses.
Yeah, and just let us know if any typical Manly fans do typical Manly things. There's Max Topoke now, going up to the 40. Fourth tackle. As the Titans, they just need someone to do a big run. Here may be the player, Hayden Davis, bowling over one. Flick on the inside to Lee. Inside the 20, they could put an attacking kick in. And they need points desperately, so now's not a bad time to start. They go, McCluckey puts it up very high. Dom Young underneath it. He'll take it comfortably. And Young brought down. Good take there from the winger. Just not quite the chase on the kick there.
No, you'd be hoping for more pressure. I mean, McGluckie, as we get another break from Matty Harris, but McGluckie, by and large, is a pretty good tactical kicker. You'd be hoping your inside men can, chase, get a sit the line, and then take the catcher. Unfortunately, probably just a little bit too much space, under no real pressure there.
Oh, as now Dolan, he's come away with an intercept here. And that will be a fortunate series of events here for the Titans. They'll be very happy with that, and whether they can capitalise on it is the big question. As now they go Matthew Vaughan, spreads it to Rogers. As he's wrapped up well. Read by the captain, Ruben Mobbs. Max Topak driven back there. Creed Alex Chapman not letting him have an inch. So that's the third tackle. They go out to the short side. It's Davis, spreads it out to O'Donnell. He's wrapped up well. Hospital ball there from the prop. As that's the fourth. They're really unable to make any real meters here. The Titans, they're struggling. As now they go off the ball. Dolan picks it up. Goes through half a gap, but brought down by Rex Buckingham. That's a try saver, no doubt, as fifth and last now. The Titans go out to the left. It's going to be Lee. Puts it on the ground. It's going to be off the leg of a Manly defender. And well tackled. Titans unhappy that there was no 6 again call. But the Seagulls able to hold on.
There was a dubious hit there on the fourth, but you played to the whistle. Thought that was again another really good kick by McGluckie and Ryan, and they did get to the ball this time, just probably couldn't quite put the finishing touches. I wouldn't be upset about that if I was a Titans fan. Look, you've gone down to the red zone, you've put some pressure on, and they've got Manly right where you want them as. Robs breaks straight through.
And they just need to mount this pressure when they have built it. They've got to keep it down there and use it to their advantage. They can't just be letting big runs like that. As a cheeky flick pass there from Beckman. As now Bontoft brought down with it. Fourth tackle, and the subs coming on for both teams momentarily. As for the Seagulls, it will be Tavita Palangai and Jason Farah, and for the Titans, it'll be Christian McKay and Cameron Honeyman. So obviously the big guns in Ollie Pache and Hayden Davis coming off for their respective teams. It'll be interesting to see whether these bench players can turn anything around and hopefully make a difference in this game. As that's Max Topo. Brought down there. Second tackle. Go out to the right. It's going to be Dolan. Now goes to Ryan. He steps. Here he is. Liam Ryan. Working his way down the field, and we just need more of that from the Titans. As that's the third tackle. They go out to the right. It's going to be Rogers. Now goes to Dylan Murray. As he's wrapped up. Fourth now. Playing the ball. Out to the left. It's going to be Dolan. Goes to Rogers. And just within the 20 now. Fifth and last. Where do they go, the Titans? Out to the left, it will be Dolan putting it high. Who's going to be underneath it? It will be Freeburn. And like you said, good kick there. The chase, a bit better that time, but still no contest for these Seagulls wingers.
No, I mean, look. Again, pressure will mount. You want to build that fatigue. You want to get that out. Farah takes a dodgy ball.
Penalty,
but, you want to build... Yeah, so do I. you want to build pressure, right? And this is how you do it. It's not pretty... Oh, my God, another break.
Yeah, so they're just finding ways through. A couple obstructions that have maybe gone unnoticed here by the referees, Daniel Hellier and Jacob Morrison, but The Titans, they're just playing to the whistle at the moment. And they won't complain too much until there's a stoppage, you think. As now they go. Lewis puts the kick in. It's a bit of a stinker down the edge of O'Donnell with a bit of space now. Almost gets away from KCK. But the ankle tap just slows him down enough for Lewis to get to him. Now it's going to be Mark Lee. Goes to Christian McKay. As they just get dragged back.
Really good return from Nathan O'Donnell there. I mean, that's what you need, right? Get up to the 40, let the big boys work now.
Absolutely. Is Honeyman brought down, playing the ball out to left. It's going to be McCluckey. Links up with Daly. Daly driven back, and they just keep on getting driven back here, the Titans. And they lose 1 or 2 meters every time, as now it's Max Topoke. Gets an offload away, and a hit off the ball. Now it's bucking him in a bit of space. And the Titans, they just can't quite get it right at the moment.
No, I mean, Max Topoke, I think he shows us an experience there. From memory, he's a rookie edge. Look, you probably don't want to force the ball there. You've got them where you want them. Just hold on to it. Oh, Matty Harris again.
And the question remains, if you've got a player like Christian McKay or Alistair Russell on the bench, why isn't he starting in place of Max Topoke? It's a really big question that surrounds this Titans camp. And it does kind of baffle me at times that you've got a player that's quite inexperienced and maybe not up to the scratch of these other players that are sitting on the bench. Maybe it is something that Titans need to look at to change their game. But I guess only time will tell. As Corey Goats brought down there just past the 20. And
no, I think Pro asked Manly if they've got any spare platinums lying around.
Yes, of course they may, as that's the second tackle. Now going out to McKay. McKay, flick pass back to Honeyman. The Titans struggling to escape their own end here. And that will help them greatly. A penalty from Tavita Palangai. And the Manly fans didn't sound too pleased with that one, Brett Love.
No, definitely not. It's the first kind of penalty or first mistake, really, the Seagulls have made. But yes, the crowd made that one very known that they did not agree.
Will just be a factor of this game, this very vocal Manly crowd, where it does influence the referees. And, often you think it doesn't, but maybe, just maybe, someone like Daniel Hellier may care enough. As it's going to be Max Topo. Go out to the left now. McCluckey. McKay. The Mac is on the left edge. Unable to get around anyone. They go to the right again. As now they go Mark Lee. Through the middle. Driven back. And they're just really struggling to get past this 20-meter mark once again. They go to McCluckey. Now goes to Liam Ryan. He's wrapped up and pushed back again. As fifth and last now that you cannot floor this Seagulls defense so far. As Vaughan goes to McCluckey. He puts up a good kick. That is a good kick again, but once again, no chase with it. But that's good perfect tackle there. Mark Lee driving back KCK. And they'll get a repeat set here. The Titans, that's just about their best set of the game so far.
Yeah, no, phenomenal set again. McCluckey's killing it. McCluckey's killing in the air. That's another pinpoint bomb. Chase is good this time, which is more important. Titans get another set to take the line.
They just need to keep finding their front like Cameron Honeyman has there, because they're really struggling in that department. They have been driven back just about every tackle, and we see that again there. And it's hurting them at the moment. They're losing their momentum, they're losing their meters, they're putting their back, slower play the ball, everything's going against them in that department. And I'll just keep saying it all game if I have to. Just keep an eye out if you're listening at home, because the Seagulls, they are executing that perfectly. There's Ryan. Really struggling there. Fourth tackle now. The Titans, they need to run from someone just to put them over this 20-meter mark. And that's going to be Nathan O'Donnell. He's going to weave back on the inside. KCK. Flick outside to Jerome Daly. But he's wrapped up well. Just inside this 10-meter mark now. Fifth and last. The Titans, they've got McCluckey in the pocket. They go to him. He'll put it up high. Ryan's going to be waiting for it on ground level. But it's going to be taken by Freeburn. And the Seagulls with all the answers at the moment.
We talk about, I think, red zone pressure. And, it's great that they are down here. It's great that they're wearing them down. You just hope that eventually they find the finished product. I mean, you must be frustrated as a Titans fan seeing them barge, like just hit the line, and be driven back every time. Positive signs on the left side, a break. Daly gets the ball. Palangi absolutely flatters him. Made a break, got onto like the 10-ish, but you just need to see them making the finishing touches now.
As Lewis, he's going to go for a 40-20 here. Not a bad strike at all. Never mind, that's a pretty bad strike. I may have spoken too early, and that will actually do the Titans some favours here.
Oh, geez, that's a shocker. Carl Lewis was exceptional last week, but he'll want that one back, Lewis.
Yeah, that was yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all, John Boy. But hopefully the Titans can take advantage of this here, as it's going to be the first tackle.
I believe the specialist kickers call that pretty bad.
Can confirm as a former part of the, I think I was voted actually worst kick of the SRL, so I've got that award, and I think I've got the qualifications to say that is a stinker. As Liam Ryan brought down only a metres short. So Dylan Murray out to the left. It's going to be Dolan, quote unquote, the best half in the game. A quote from the Titans, that is. Unable to do much there. As now goes Dylan Murray back on the inside. Liam Rogers, picks up the ball. The captain goes through about 4 of them. Untouched.
There's no knock on there?
High fives on the way through. I don't care. The Titans are in.
I mean, look. I think, well, that's backwards out of the hands. Nice ball taken from William. He doesn't get many meat pies. He'll be saving this one, the little man. That's a well-taken try.
That is a well-taken try. And he just got high fives on the way through. It looked like Manly was egging him on there. They were happy.
Man.
Not the best defense when you have a couple players around him, but able just to make his way through. And
there's some Muzbeat accounts that need to be checked after that try.
Oh, McClucky just hit the post and it's faded away to the left. 18 points to 4. 33 minutes in it is now. How's the crowd going down there, Brett Love? Well said. As we move on now, Carl Lewis.
We seem to be having some technical issues down on the field. I'm sure he'll rejoin us shortly.
I'm hoping that's not those security guards aren't there for Pretlove. Just down there on the back left corner here from the commentary box. It's going to be Christian McKay now taking the first hit up. That's the first. Out to the right, and they need a good set here, the Titans. They have executed well in that last set, getting the points on the board. Now they need to try and get some completions up, get some momentum going, because that is not enough. They're still 3 scores down, really. So it's still a long way to the top if they want to rock and roll with these Sea Eagles at the moment. As Max Topoke just brought down. They could go for a big kick here. McClucky just pass it off to Honeyman. Honeyman straight through a gap. Gets an offload away to Dolan now. I thought he was away, but Bontoff jumps on his back. And if Bontoff wasn't there, Dolan would have been well and truly on his way to the try line. As now it's Freeburn on the kick return. Goes past one. Ryan wraps him up though. And that's well taken there from the Sea Eagles.
Shannon Freeburn of Cairns Firehawk fame. Oh, as Carl Lewis makes a break. The kick returns are killing Titans at the moment. You'd hope the centres have got the word out that they need to double the returners, otherwise they're going to be KCK through again. I think Titans just need to make their tackles right now. This is pretty shocking.
Yeah, they need to go back to the basics, don't they? They're just looking a little bit scrambled after that one. As now it's Carl Lewis again with a run. 4th tackle is on the line. They go to the left. It's going to be Buckingham to Anderson. Now links up with Matty Harris. He's driven back on the tackle. 5th and last now. 82 gained in this set. As it will be. Buckingham goes to Lewis. Puts it on the ground. Who's there? Palangai with the tackle on Honeyman.
He's done well to stay in there.
And he has done very well indeed. As the mark is caught offside. They go out to Max Topo. Only a few metres gained that set. And the Sea Eagles defence, I mean, I've been giving it praise all day, and as I say, to give it praise, Ryan just gets his way through the line.
Or commentators curse.
I mean, yeah, the Sea Eagles, the commentators curse, you say. Sea Eagles have just been the perfect team tonight.
No, they played really, really well. I can't see them conceding.
I can't see them conceding. I can't even see a line break coming. I can't see this 40-20 hitting either.
Maybe KCK runs it out. I hope he doesn't run out.
I hope he doesn't run out, but no, he stayed in there. Kane Chapman-Kenny able to step the first line. The subs. One more rotation as Ollie Pache and Ruben Mubbs come back on. And it'd be really, really bad if the Sea Eagles dropped the ball here and the Titans scored off it. I mean, that would be
terrible.
Absolutely awful. We wouldn't want to see that at all. As Matthew Harris now through the line. Look at him go. He's a bit of a flashbang with the lights here at Brookvale Oval. Just when he tilts his bold head at a perfect angle, it does blind his opposition, and that does work in his favour sometimes. So that's the 4th tackle. They're going to be the Sea Eagles out to the right. Now goes to Lewis. Spreads it to Chapman-Kenny. Gives it to Freeburn. He's wrapped up, but gets an offload back to Anderson. As 5th and last. And the Tides have done well to keep him out of the red zone here. as they'll have probably a kick return. If it's going to be a try, another one in this first half, it will be a kick return here. Oh, I almost got excited for half a second. But it looks like it's going to be Manly 18, Titans 4 at the break. We'll see you very shortly for the second half.
I'm just waiting for Kiss Cam to come on. On me. It's not happening. Do you like it? Do you like it? The environment here, do you like the footy? Yes, we're on. Yeah, we're live.
Yeah,
You're not you when you're hungry.
This is an amazing
Snickos.
reception that we've received.
Hey SRL fans, want to support the league further? Join the Simulation Rugby League Patreon. Get exclusive access to additional content, early access to league releases and supporter-only giveaways and upgrades. Whatever you're looking for, we have something for every fan. When you become a Patreon, you're more than just a spectator. You're a crucial part of our team. Your support helps us keep delivering the high-quality matches and content that you love, and it ensures that we can keep the SRL experience growing for fans of all ages. It's super simple. Head to our Patreon page, pick the tier that's right for you, and you're in. Every bit of support helps us grow and makes the SRL an even better place for everyone. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back to SRL TV, the second half of this round 12 clash between the Manly Seagulls and the Gold Coast Titans, brought to you proudly by TBC Live. And what a pleasure it has been to have you so far. 18-4 is the score. At halftime, the Seagulls off to an early lead, then a bit of a plateau before Liam Rogers scoring for his team. The captain with their first and only points of the night. In the first half, it really was the Manly show. They were just absolutely decimating in both attack and defense. Pretlove, you were down in the sheds at halftime. What was the message from the Titans leadership to their players? And what were the key takeouts for them? Oh my god.
Yeah, as you mentioned, I was in the shed. Definitely not that. No, the message was overall positive because they obviously went into the break with that try. So he kind of went into the break with the momentum. So Liam Rogers there, he's just wanting his team to complete the sets. They didn't do a bad job of completing their sets at halftime, but they're just kind of doing more with their sets. They had a couple of opportunities in the red zone and just didn't make up for it. So just doing the little 1%ers is the overall main message from there.
Yeah, absolutely is. Now it's just going to be Bontoff driven back. Fifth and last is Manly playing the ball. 5 out. Where do they go here? As it go. Now goes to Harris. Puts a kick in to Ralph. Ralph pushing, and he's held up there. And all is good, John Boy. You don't have to freak out. As the Titans, they get the ball back. And at halftime, just looking at the stats, KCK, Matty Harris just decimating this Titans defense. And importantly, Creedux Chapman, 12 tackles, none missed. He has been wrapping up, and not even just wrapping up, he's been pushing back, driving back Max Topoke. And just, they have been losing in that left edge battle here, the Titans.
No, 100% will. I mean, look, there are questions to be asked about the edge right now. Max Tapoke has struggled so far this game. Creedux Chapman has had his number. Liam Rogers had the try, which is awesome, but again, probably not as involved as you'd want from your leading 12. I don't know. With McKay there on the bench, you'd probably be looking after this to be replacing Topoke, putting him off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, I think that maybe off the bench is the spot for him. I quite like Christian McKay at that left second row. I think he does some great stuff there. And I think that in some teams, when you're playing some teams, Max Topoke's going to be really good on that 11 jersey. And McKay's going to be really good in that 14 jersey. But when you're playing against, your Manleys, your Storms, your Knights, teams like this in the top order, the Dolphins, otherwise Snicker will get mad at me if he's listening, like on that top order, you need to be on top of it with your left second row because they are your meter eaters. Those are your strong players that need to be able to grind and work forward and push your team forward, bring everyone on their backs with you. So they haven't had that drive tonight, and it's really hurt their team. They've been struggling for meters just about the whole game. And you wouldn't believe it, at halftime, it was about the same possession, about the same completions. There really wasn't much separating these teams in stats-wise, apart from individual efforts and, of course, the scoreboard. So they need to maybe fix that problem. That's a very cautious leave there for Corey Goetz as he steps KCK now.
Go Corey. Go Corey.
And a good run, and that was a very strange run there from Corey Goetz. Never let him know your next move.
No, I think Corey was just settling his inner chi before he ran 20 metres. I'm not quite sure if I've seen that method before, but it worked.
I mean, yeah, just a bit of meditation quickly. Maybe it was having a chat to some lovely ladies on the sideline. We never really know with Corey Goats. As Justin Dolan. Playing the ball. Now they go to Lee. Lee spreading it to Max Topoke. Brought down there.
Here we
That's
go,
the
Max.
fifth. That's one of his better runs of the game. Still not perfect. As McCluckey puts a kick in over the top.
Shocker,
Tom Young.
kick. Oh, Dom, where you going, mate?
I'm not sure. I think he's lost his compass there and almost went out. Chris Weston almost able to drag him away. As now it's going to be, the Titans tip off that pass backwards. And Hayden Davis comes away with it. That is a good play there from the prop. And they will be looking to capitalise here.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think, again, a tactical deflection you have to say from the Titans. It results in a set. You can't, oh my god.
That's not one.
It was tactical. Liam Ryan sets up for another run.
He didn't get any footwork and it probably could have made more meters if they just ran onto the ball. Instead, that's a forward pass though. And that is disappointing there. Christian McKay just letting that one go a little bit forward. I've got to agree there with the referee. And that's just disappointing.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that set was from the Titans. Felt like it was a bit all over the place from the start. But, you know, it's again, we talked about this in the first half, but it's another waste of an opportunity which will come back to bite them. They're still down by 14 points, and Pache, they're still down by 14 points. So, yeah.
Yeah, they're not playing like it at the moment. They're not playing with that much desperation or anything. And maybe they think that it'll just come to them. They'll click eventually. But personally, I'd be wanting to really fire up here. As now it goes to Lewis. As he drives forward. Brought down by Michael McCluckey. Fifth and last. It's the Titans. Are able to hold him out of this red zone. Now it goes to Matty Harris. Second pass out to Bontoft. He puts it high. It will land in the lap here of Liam Ryan as he will be almost able to step but not able to get around any defenders there. First tackle. And once again, good placement of the kicks as Matthew Vaughan from dummy half is smashed in the tackle. Ollie Pache just collecting his number. And that is... I don't think he'll be running the ball again there, Matthew Vaughan.
No, I think it might be. I think it might just be first up passes here for Matty Vaughan as he recollects what's left of his skeleton. Oh, massive hit from Ollie Pache there.
He has been smashed into next week as that's the fourth tackle. Maybe a 40-20 attempt could put them in some good positioning as Justin Dolan. That's a beautiful kick.
What a kick.
Dolan, that is an excellently struck kick, and that's my New South Wales halfback possibly. Daniel Hellier, get lost. We've got Justin Dolan now. As that's
if he
the
wins this game for the
first.
time, he's my halfback. What a kick.
As now it's Max Topo. Brought down. Over the top is Creed Alex Chapman. And maybe just start giving it to somewhere where Creed Alex Chapman isn't defending. As it's going to be Christian McKay. Or Matty Harris for that sake as well. And now I go to the right. It's going to be Hayden Davis. He pushes forward. There's only a few meters out now. They go out to the left. And now it's going to be Max Topoke scores. And he's in. The Titans in for another.
That is a beautiful. That's absolute seed from the hooker there. Find a steaming Max Topoke. He grabs it. Darts untouched pretty much. And look, we talked about pressure, building your sets, and this is what happens. You know, pressure makes diamonds, and this is one hell of a diamond for the Titans.
Yeah, that is really good stuff from them there, and they'll be happy with how that's turned around. Pretlove, has the crowd been silenced here?
Surprisingly, no, the crowd hasn't been. The Titans fans, the small contingent you can see in the background of the shot there, have gone absolutely wild for that one.
Yeah, and rightfully so. We've been, like we said, we've been a little bit critical of Max Topoke, and maybe not him individually, but maybe rather the selection of him and the use of him so far. But he has been a little bit on the rocks tonight, but that's a good showing from him. So hopefully some good signs to really push the Titans forward in this game. As now the Seagulls kicking off, and they're 8 points behind still with about 25 minutes left in the half. Where do we see the Titans directing this attack from now on? You know, Michael McCluckey, Justin Dolan, well and truly getting involved now. This is their time to stand up. Where do you think that they're putting the ball? Whose hands is it going to be in?
You'd think any path to victory goes to this man, Liam Ryan, as he gets off an offload. goes around Alistair Russell. We've seen that the edges probably just aren't working for the Titans right now. Send that to the backs, set it up with a few runs from the props, let the forwards, big boys go to work, and then see what your centres, your halves, the winger, all that, what they can do with some front football, as we see Mark Lee take a good hitter.
Absolutely, is Mark Lee with a decent run there. He'll be coming up in about 10 minutes, and I'll tell you what, I've been really impressed by Hayden Davis tonight in the front row. I'm sure he'll be coming on for a lock stint shortly, so when he comes off, he'll have about 5 minutes to refresh, and then come on for the final 15 at lock, and I think that could be a really big moment. Ollie Pache doing the same thing for the Seagulls. That's going to be a really great battle in the last 15, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. As now it's going to be Rex Buckingham going out to Beckman. He runs forward, pushing with him. And now it's the third tackle. Goes out to Pache. Wide ball out to Freeburn there as the wing is brought down by Murray. As the Seagulls just creeping up in the territory here. They go out to Harris. He's inside ball. Cheeky one to Ollie Pache. As fifth and last.
Need a big return here for the Titans. So they've soaked up pressure now. Get on the front foot.
Absolutely, as now it's going to be Nathan O'Donnell on the kick return. He steps one,
Go on,
brought
Nathan.
down. Just unable to get away from KCK. KCK and Nathan O'Donnell playing on the same side in Origin for the Blues. So they do know each other's moves quite well. It does make it hard at times to find some space in between them. We've seen a couple times now KCK having the answers for Nathan O'Donnell.
Oh,
hit off the ball there
Jesus.
as Matty Harris comes away with it. It's Max Topoke left on the ground. He gets up. And, yeah, that's just disappointing there from the Titans. I won't be very happy. As now Mark Irons stepping and weaving back on the inside. And they are in a red-hot attacking position now, the Seagulls.
Poor Matty Topoke, he is absolutely copped it all day today as KCK nearly makes another break.
And 6 again is the call, actually. It must have been touched by a Titans defender. There's that 0 tackle there. There's Aaron Beckman now, brought down for first tackle. The Seagulls playing it out to the right. Now it's going to be Pache. Goes to Ralph. Ralph driving forward. Ryan brought down. As now they're playing.
Someone at him.
It's Beckman. Able to be tackled as they go. Short ball. Matty Harris hit off the ball. Lewis picks it up, but a good tackle there. It's Matty Vaughan stopping that attack there. They go out to the left. It's Ralph. A bit of an obstruction play. They won't be happy if he crosses here. He's gotten the ball down though.
No way.
Are your eyes painted on, or are you genuinely silly? What is that? That is an obstruction for the decade, but Daniel Hellier has just let it go on, and they're going to give it a green light here.
You're kidding.
Bunker official Riley Murray with an all-time blunder.
Only way Matty Harris could have made that more of an obstruction is if he'd bloody cross-bodied the defender himself. That's egregious.
That's not good. That's not a good sign there. And potentially, I mean, if we just have a look at... Maybe we'll have a look at where Riley Murray and Daniel Hellier have put their Muzbets, their tips for this week. And I dare say it'd be Seagulls 9-18 corruption at its finest. And in fact, Riley Murray has put it Seagulls 9-18. So that's quite funny. As, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be happy with that one if I'm Liam Rogers, and that's a hard one to cop, but it's just going to give them a bit more drive here to make the comeback.
Yeah, look, we can disagree with the decision all we want, and I disagree with it severely. The fact of the matter is you cannot let Manly just march down your throat like that. It's real poor from the Titans. And with 20 minutes to go, they really need to roll the sleeves up now. Otherwise, it's going to be a long and painful last 20 minutes. Oh my god.
Well, they rolled the sleeves up, but just in the wrong way there. They got a little bit more overzealous in the tackle, perhaps. And, yeah, that's paid off poorly. Just after a quick chase, a check of the tips. In fact, both Riley Murray and Daniel Hellier have tipped Seagulls 9-18, so there could be a scandal on the... There may need to be an investigation here. As Des Hazlett would say, John Boy, this is shocking stuff, isn't it? It's a disgrace.
No. I was gonna say I saw Daniel Hellier getting a little bit too friendly with the Manly Seagulls leadership team before the game. A few jokes being shared between him and Mobsy. One could only imagine that camaraderie has gone a long way tonight.
Yeah, I mean it's just interesting there from Daniel. So I mean maybe he will be put under investigation as Matthew Harris fends off one, Goes for a little bit of a run as Ruben Mobbs. He's brought down. Only 5 meters out now. The Seagulls, they're looking to put the dagger in the heart. 20 points will be almost unable to come back from as they put a kick in behind. It's going to be Anderson diving onto it. And that's a perfect put down from the rookie centre.
No, Manly do not need an obstruction this time. It's a great kick and a great pickup from the rookie. These tries don't come all the time. It seems like everyone on the Seagulls is getting in on the action now.
Yeah, and just a nice little kick in behind. I mean, it's just gotten past McCluckey there and snuck in behind Chris Weston. And you've got to wonder, what was that defense thinking? They haven't really locked in the way they needed to. And that's just disappointing stuff. A bit of a difficult kick here for Lewis, but with about 17 or so minutes remaining in the game, you wouldn't really be too worried about the kicks because they're currently 18 points up. It'd be an almighty comeback, and now it's going to be 20 points up. Almighty comeback required from the Titans. I think this game is well and truly over for them tonight.
I do think that, given there is only 17 minutes left, and they've only scored 10 points thus far, it'd take a pretty drastic switch in mentality from the Titans to get up here.
Yeah, and I mean, just down there on the field, obviously, Pretlove, you're with them. How are the Titans fans going? Are they on their way out of the stadium? Do they want to catch an early flight back to the Gold Coast?
With the prices of the flights as it is at the moment, I don't think anyone's going to be changing their flights. But yeah, we definitely see some fans walking out the door, both Manly and Titans fans at the moment. Guess the Titans fans have believed that they've got the job done and they're moving on to next week. Bit of a dangerous move, I'd imagine. But yeah, it's definitely quiet down on ground side.
Yeah, I'd be worried if the Titans had got the job, if they thought the Titans got the job done here.
Yes, I mean, you never know. The Titans, they may just think that. As Queenslanders, they do find it a little bit hard to count at times. It's not their own fault, it's just because they're simply lesser than us, New South Welsh winners. Now it's Liam Ryan through the line. Ryan, he's left alone, but Freddie Anderson chases him down. And that's the second, as that's going to be a good play of the ball. Go out to the right. Now it's McCluckey, goes to Buckley. Third tackle. As the Titans, this is the first signs of life we've seen in a while. Both teams, their locks coming off and the subs coming on. So it's Hayden Davis and Ollie Pache in the middle for both teams now. As they go Dolan. Now to Russell. Alistair Russell. Brought down there. Fifth and last. As McCluckey puts a kick in, it's a knock on.
Yep. If he was wearing a Manly jumper, the ref would have let it slide.
If he was wearing a Manly jumper, there would have been a Titans player binned. As that's Creed Alex Chapman just pushing past the 20. And now they go to the left. It's going to be Damien Lockie. Lockie now. Racing through. And an offload back on the inside. Hayden Davis comes
Hayden
away
Davis
with it.
again.
Second time he's done. Maybe third time he's done that tonight, actually, Hayden Davis. So he's been playing quite well on a losing side. As Max Topo.
Maybe their best tonight.
Probably their best play tonight. Maybe he can stand up in these final moments and try and get some consolation points for the points differential. As that's the third tackle. 12 minutes left in the clock now. They go out to the left. It's Delaney. Daly it is. And that's the fourth. Out to the right.
When you come back to the point about fatigue, right, and Liam... Oh, well, as man I was going to speak about, Liam Ryan's probably been a bit muted in the second half, and I have to imagine it comes back to all the tackles he's making earlier.
He's made a lot of tackles tonight. There's been so many line breaks. As that's well taken from Freeburn, the high kick, and he steps past one. Wrapped up by Liam Ryan, about 15 metres from the try line. Only 3 in from touch, though. As they go to the right now, it's Chapman Kenny. He steps. Chapman Kenny breaks a tackle. Dangerous man. And they gave him way too much space there and way too much leeway. Lucky he passed it off and they lost some metres because that was threatening from Kane Chapman Kenny.
If I'm Liam Ryan, I'm having a word to my forwards this week at training about making your first up tackle because that's shocking for most of them.
Yeah, and they can't just expect Liam Ryan to make all the tackles tonight like they have. And obviously they're losing this game. They're probably not going to win this game, you'd think, with 10 minutes left. And that's largely due to the lack of strong and, I guess, competent defense. So they really need to improve that in the training. As Nathan O'Donnell weaves back to the inside. Now it's going to be a foot race. KCK coming across. Can he catch him? Nathan O'Donnell one-on-one with him. And KCK able to wrap him up at the 10, but they need a quick play of the ball here. The Seagulls, they're scrambling back onto the line. Justin Dolan now. That's the second. As he plays it. Out to the left, it's going to be Buckley, driven back again. Third tackle. As he plays it, out to the right, it's going to be Dolan. Links up with Murray. Murray steps. Murray brought down close there. As Vaughan, very close to the line. Short ball to Russell. Driven back. Right idea, just the defense too strong there. There's one more play. Dolan will probably get the ball. And yes, he does. Puts it on the ground. It's going to be Hayden Davis.
Oh, try.
And a well-deserved try there from Hayden Davis. But all in vain. 8 minutes remaining. 16 points down. Kick to come. But well-deserved. He's been one of their best tonight, Hayden Davis.
Look, I mean, consolations as a Titans fan, you would have loved the effort they've shown in this last 5 minutes. They've put Manly right under the pump. Nathan O'Donnell starts a set with an amazing kick return. Hayden Davis finish it off a great grubber. Like, you would have probably hoped for this 15 minutes ago, but, you know, credit to the Titans, all season they've shown that they're a gritty team and they will stay in this till the bitter end.
They sure will. There's only a few minutes left, you'd think. McCluckey kicking it over now, and 14 points of difference. And once again, we're well within this range that Riley Murray and Daniel Hellier have set for their expectations, for their coins. The absolute scoundrels. We're not going to mention how it was also the most popular tip, but the absolute scoundrels, and by far as well. Out of 134 votes, this one got 55, so... Scoundrels, I say, scoundrels.
Yeah, I mean, the Titans have put in a shift today. It's hard to call it a bad performance all round. I know the score 30 points, it's not great, but for portions of this, they've been right in Manly's face and competitive. Just brain farts like a penalty conceded to give Manly a leg up, a forward pass, a knock on, or a kick chase. Just these small things add up in the end, and, you know, 14 points probably about fair.
Yeah, I think that's a loss that you can just learn a lot from here in Manly. They're probably the form team of the competition at the moment, just the way they've climbed from 0 to hero. And that's what happens when you get some interesting trades going. And of course,
I think the word you're looking for is fair and equal trades, Will.
Fair and equal trades. Okay. You sound like a British circa 1780 or 1770. One of the British officers. Fair and equal trades, you say. As Ollie Pache. He's brought down. Third tackle now. Out to the left, it's going to be Lewis. Links up with
Shot.
Links up with Alistair Russell. Massive hit. And you love to see it, just one of the... I mean, not a Manly player in specifically, but maybe a Manly player specifically that you like to be laid out.
Give it to him, Russ.
Go on, son.
We are unbiased and professional.
We are extremely professional. How dare you suggest anything otherwise?
Short side's on here.
As Dolan, inside ball, Liam Ryan. He leaves on the inside. Gets an offload away. That's beautiful. Dolan in a bit of space now. He can't get away, though. It was Ollie Pacho with an ankle tap. As that's the fourth tackle.
Quickly.
Go out to the right. It's going to be Goats. Goat steps. Gives it away to Dylan Murray, that is. And Murray will score. And potentially ruin the corrupt referee's bets tonight.
Just, what a try. I mean, we start with Liam Ryan, takes space on the short side, he cuts in, offload out, they settle, right side again, and he crashes over. I mean, it's phenomenal stuff there. Dylan Murray with a well-taken try. As the side lights up green.
And it sure does, and 8 points now. Couple minutes to go. I will tell you what, I've said it once this week already, I'll say it again. If the Titans somehow are able to score enough points to send this one to overtime or to win the game, I will shave my player. He will be bold as Matty Harris by this time next week. And on top of that, I'll do a giveaway. I'll throw everything in. If
3,000 coin giveaway?
Sure, 3,000 coin giveaway combined, not individually. We'll do 6 winners. That's 500 each. There you go. That's what the people want. As we look now, it's going to be Lewis kicking this one deep.
3 minutes is heaps of time. That's what I tell myself anyway.
That is what I have been told by a lot of people. As McCluckey now goes to Davis. Now they go to the left. It's going to be second tackle. Topoke. Driven back by Creed Alex Chapman, and he's too strong there. So now they go Vaughan. McCluckey to Buckley. Bumping off one. Bruce Buckley goes for a bit of a run. And, oh, they've pulled a Titans here. The Seagulls. They've been able to intercept through Oli Pache this time. And that is... Oh, just not sure what to do with the ball at the moment. Oh, what is going on? Bit of hot potato there. I'm not too sure how to commentate that one. It's a free-for-all at the moment. They're just going for each other's throats by the looks of it. As Buckingham driven back there. He'll be happy not to be smashed. As that's the third tackle. Out to the left. Pache now goes to Beckman. He's through the line. A beautiful ball to Beckman. As that's the fourth. And the Seagulls, they may get a bit of help from the referees here to make this 9-18. As one last play, the final play of the game. This is make or break for a lot of tips. As they go out to the right, it will be Bontoft, and he knocks it on. No, he doesn't.
What? No,
is that not a knock on? Is that not a knock on? And the Seagulls have scored.
That's a rort. There's no way. There needs to be
investigation.
They're going to replay. What's going on here?
That's a knock on. In all my years, John Boy, I have never seen such abuse of the whistle.
Can we get someone on the field to check if Daniel Hilliard's eyes are actually there, or if he's just masquerading as someone who has them? I'm shocked.
Jacob Morrison, lift your game. Take control. We need you in this moment.
And I guess the refs win in the end.
They sure do, as do 53 other tippers this week. They'll be very happy with their coins. The only person that really is the loser here is Oli Pacho, who has to add all the coins.
We appreciate you, Oli.
We appreciate you, as that is terrific stuff. 36-22. As we'll just quickly go through the stats here. A hat trick to KCK, the last one happening in that last 5 seconds. A questionable call. We'll just put that one up on the screen once more in case you missed it. Freddie Anderson getting a try, Dom Young and Jimmy Ralph also scoring for the Seagulls. Hayden Davis, Rogers, Topoke and Murray for the Titans tonight. About even possession. The Titans slightly more. A lot more errors in the second half from both teams, but the Titans only had 2 at halftime. They ended up with 9 in the game. Tackles similar, missed tackles similar, and line breaks very similar. So, like I said at halftime, not much separating these teams apart from individual performances and, of course, the scoreboard. The Titans have done a terrific job of trying to get their way back in this game, but just been unable to do that in the end. Just going through a couple of players here. KCK only had to make 11 tackles tonight, 5 line breaks, 3 tries, 252 run meters. Lewis, I thought, played excellently, as did, of course, Chris Bontoff, 3 try assists tonight. I don't know if that last one counted. I'm not really sure.
All the tries should go to hell yeah there. That's
a shocker. That's an absolute shocker.
Terrible.
They had a couple of bad ones. Matty Harris, I thought, was excellent tonight, as was Aaron Beckman, Oli Pache. Did you have anyone that was standout here from the Seagulls?
Well, ignoring off his KCK, obviously phenomenal. 2 tries and 1 gifted. I also want to give a shout out to Kyle Lewis. Look, we talked about, I think, the form halves in the competition at the moment. You'd imagine Lewis is at the top of that list right now. Several breaks, just laying it on a platter, kicking, again, immense. Try assist near the end. I mean, it's hard to go past him, really. Matty Harris, phenomenal through the middle. But that 1-2, Pache, Mobsy, all them, they are a juggernaut, and it is hard to imagine a side topping them at the moment.
It absolutely is, as the Titans will move on to them now, and 198 metres from Liam Ryan, 5 line breaks. I thought he was very good tonight, as was Nathan O'Donnell on the wing. When he got his opportunities, he really struck, so he did very well again. He's actually averaging over about 25-ish metres a run, so very good average to have for not many runs tonight. Hayden Davis was great, I thought, as well. Vaughan played decently. Dolan, he had a good couple moments, 4 line breaks for him. So some shining lights tonight, but you look down, Max Topoke, it didn't feel like he ran 106 run meters. And when you're doing 20 runs a game, you should not be getting about 5 meters per run. That is not good at all. And that just raises some concerns here for this Titans team.
There are some concerning statistics here. Look, I know I love Moso, but Liam Ryan, 6 for 25. I know he only played a half, but you wouldn't be too happy. Alistair Russell came on in the second as well, 3 for 23. There's some. I mean, look, Chris McKay, he came on for one half, and he outdid everyone, 11 for 78. There's a lot of inefficiency, I reckon, in terms of your forward pack. You'd want your 11 to be running for a lot more meters with that many carries. Nathan O'Donnell, dangerous as always. Liam Ryan, for a man who made 15 tackles, he was all over the place on offense again. Really shined at the end, setting up the Hayden Davis try. It's a tough night at the office for the Titans, but not hopeless. Stats are pretty much even, and you'd imagine that come the playoffs, because the Titans will be in the playoffs, they will have Manly's number, knowing how well Liam prepares.
Absolutely, and that's all we have time for tonight. Thank you very much for joining us in the box. I've been Commissioner Will Kay, joined by the one and only John Boy Ava, and of course Josh Pretlove down on the ground. It's been a pleasure having you. Make sure you stay tuned, because next up we've got the Tigers taking on the Panthers. Keep watching for more SRL action.